We're working on division, long division. So we are going to use Does McDonald's sell cheeseburger? Help us remember the steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. Those are the steps that we are going to use to divide. So let's remember that. So, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. So I'm going to do 1,625 divided by 13. So the first thing we have to do is set it up in a bracket. The first number always goes in the bracket. I don't care if it's smaller, bigger, ugly, whatever. The first number goes inside the bracket. The next number, the other number is the divisor. It goes outside. Dividend, divisor, dividend, divisor. Now, we start. Can I divide 1 by 13? No. Can I divide 16 by 13? Yes, you always start with the divide. So it can go in one time, then I go into multiply. 1 times 13, I know that one is 13, and then I subtract 3. Then I check. Is my difference less than my divisor? Is 3 less than 13? Yes, it is, so I move on to bring down. And then I repeat. All right, then you repeat it. So I go back to divide. Now, if you notice, I'm keeping all of my lines all in nice, orderly columns. All right, it's really important you do that with division. So now we have 32, and I'm going to divide it by 13. Well, if you don't know your 13s, you can make a little chart, and it's always 1 through 9. All right, mine is going to go off the page, but it goes to 9. Okay, it's okay. We'll just, if I go past 7 or 6, since that's what you can see on your screen, I'll move it. But I already know 0, and I already know times 1, and I can do times 2 in my head, because 13 plus 13 is 26. I'm not even going to try to do any more in my head. Okay, I'm just going to look at this and kind of guess. Well, 26 is close, so that means 3 might do it. So I'm going to say 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. So that's 39. Well, that's too big. So that means it has to be 2. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to divide and say it's 2. I'm going to multiply, and I've already figured out my multiplication. It's 26. Then I subtract right back to the list. I cannot subtract 6 from 2, so I have to borrow. Make that a 2, make that a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. Check. 6 is less than, I didn't write it down, but 2 minus 2 is 0, so I write nothing. Check. 6 is less than 13. Then, so I move on to bring down. Okay, so now I'm at 65. So let's see, it's probably either going to be 4 or 5 or 6. Well, I'm going to guess 6. So 6, see, times 13, 18, 6, 7, no, 78. I'll write it over here. Ooh, that's too big. That means I probably should have picked 5. All right, 15, 5, 6, 65. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to put 5 up here. So I divide to get 5. I multiply, I get 65. And subtract to get 0. I check, that is less than 13. Nothing left to bring down. My answer is 125. All right. So, truth be known, I did this in advance. I knew what the answer was going to be, but I wanted to show you that it's okay to guess and look to see if those numbers are going to work. I filled them in, so that gave me an idea if I needed to pick a number that was smaller or bigger. All right. See you in the next video. Now, if you have a remainder, you just put it right up here and over. Now, since this is 0, we don't have to write anything up here. It's just 125.